I think before the session, I was kind of like overwhelmed of just kind of like, I don't know what direction I want to go in. I just know like I need to find a job. Um, and now just having talked about it, I kind of see like that I kind of already knew what I wanted to do. I just never had a chance to like connect the dots or figure out like how um it is something I can put on paper and it is something that can be accomplished and like actually having the confidence in myself of like what's possible. So yeah, no, I feel a lot better. I feel a lot more motivated to like keep doing this and see what happens.
Having that structure has been really enlightening. Is that it sounds and feels sort of martyrish, but that's not what I mean. But as a mom and a boss, and I'm always thinking about what everyone else needs, and what it's helped me do is focus on by the structure of thinking, okay, my future self, the first thing in the day, and then setting aside 45 minutes to build my legacy or focus on what the most important thing is for my future self has been really powerful. It goes back to that put your oxygen mask on first thing. And it was very insightful that, okay, I need to do more of that. I need to worry less about what has to happen right in the moment and think bigger picture. And I also have this that I printed out from the workbook on my little clipboard that I look at every day. And this was, it's just such a powerful quote of yours that I remind myself of that, right? To think big picture, don't play small. And your podcast this week was awesome. It was so good about, thinking bigger, not playing small. Those are really powerful messages that I try and remind
things. And what I found the sprint became for me was more about my mentality and my mindset and just rediscovering myself as a person instead of all the things I think have been put on me or how I should act. I really was able to start tapping in more to, without all this conditioning, like how do I actually do things, and not being around a lot of people and not having to go into work all the time and just being able to sit with myself and thinking about the things that I want. I don't know, it's been weird because I do feel like a different person from the beginning of the sprint. And I feel like I'm like rediscovering myself. And I was having a conversation with a friend the other day. And she was just saying, I'm having quarantine fatigue. I'm ready for things to go back to normal. And I was like, I don't want things to go back to normal. I don't want to go back to the way that I was operating before. I want a new chapter. I want to see the people that I want to see. I want to focus on the things that are important to me. I don't want to get pulled back in to just like a routine that is developed not necessarily by myself, but by things I feel like I should be doing. So I kind of want to take that into this after, just like.
And something that I've really learned through this process the last few weeks and even in the days leading up to preparing was one, obviously the big piece of paring things down, really getting clear and focused on what the end goal is and like, how do I need to get there? But realizing that I'm going to commit to myself more if I'm able to figure out how these goals fit and these plans fit for me personally. So if I know that I function better in the mornings, I have a set of time to really get the things, maybe the kind of icky stuff done in the morning. And I know that if I take time to indulge my creative side, whether that's reading or writing or arranging flowers or taking time to cook, eating healthy food has been so easy this time around because I'm looking up new recipes. I'm trying new vegetables that I hadn't tried or things that maybe I wouldn't have normally cooked whenever I was living in the US and things like that. So really finding a way for me to get excited about these goals has enabled me to stick to things so much better. I'm like, this was so easy. Why have I not been doing this for the past 15 years? And it was because it was just more of a routine and something that I had to do instead of something that I wanted to do or wanted to do my way. So that's been a big learning.